I'm headed down to the creek to take a bath, and man, the water is cold, 37 degrees. Isaac asked me, how long can you stand it in the water? And I said, well, you can't breathe when you step in, so that's the limiting factor. Well, time is winding down here. This is our last day to hunt today. And Isaac has to leave this afternoon because he's got to catch a flight early in the morning, so he's got to go out and get a motel. Virgil and I can still hunt tonight. I have a tag. Virgil still has 2 tags. And so I am way down the valley here from, I suppose, close to 20 miles from where we're camped. I just checked one bait here, which has not been hit. Had about 7,000 ravens on it, and they are really good at picking trail mix and pastries out from between logs and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy how much stuff they can eat when there's a huge flock of them. So I got one more bait to check here. It's the bait where I shot my bear, and then Virgil hunted it last night and did not see a bear, which is really surprising. Isaac hunted a spot where we had a chocolate bear on camera, and he did not see that bear either. And it's very strange that what's happened here, in that we have 3 baits where we had a bear that showed up and hit the bait a couple times and then just never came back. And I don't believe I've ever seen that before, where you know, we got really premium quality bait, and the bears they'll just hit, and they'll maybe come back in 12-14 hours and eat again. And then, you know, here it's been 2-3 days and they haven't been back, and I just really don't have an explanation for it other than the fact that there's other baits out there. There's other people baiting. Some of them are baiting with stale bread and grains and stuff like that, and I've never seen a case where pastries and trail mix wouldn't outperform every other kind of bait. Tonight there's still a good chance they'll come back, and we still have a shot at it, so that's what we're doing today, is checking. And this bait I'm about to check, I've got to decide, if it hasn't been hit, I have to decide whether to pull the tree stand and the camera and everything out of there. I just pulled the camera out of the one that just had ravens, and Isaac is checking the other two, because we've only got 4 baits left now. Isaac is checking those 2, and he's going to pull the stand off of one if it hasn't been hit. And we got to put sight tags on them. This is the one I just pulled off the bait up here, and he's going to pull the sight tags and everything, and then we'll just decide what to do. So really feel like I would sure like to see Virgil get a shot at a bear, so I'm going to give him a chance at whichever bait looks like it has the best potential for this evening, and then I'll take whatever's left, assuming that there is some. So anyway, we just had a beautiful time here. We're eating good. It's good company. You know, we're just 3 guys that get along well, and I really like the guys I'm hunting with. The weather has been phenomenal. It was really terrible when we first got here, and then it just shut the switch off, and it's been beautiful the whole time. It's supposed to be close to 80 today here, and it's just beautiful country. And you know, bears or no bears, we're just having a great time. And you know, I'm not a things driven person, I'm an experience driven person, and so these types of hunts are really fulfilling to me. And I wish I had more bear footage to show you, but we're not done yet, so we'll talk to you at the end of the day. Okay, I'm really out of my element here. So the day did not go as planned, so we spent the majority of the day checking the remainder of our baits, and none of them were hit. So we pulled tree stands down, pulled cameras out, and I guess we're done bear baiting. So I decided to come up here where we saw some wolf tracks on one of these trails, and we also, one of the baits that had that chocolate bear is only maybe 400 or 500 yards up here. So I parked the quad down about a quarter mile back down and snuck in here. I've got a remote control predator collar sitting right up there, and there's also fresh elk tracks on this trail since Isaac went in this morning. The wind is right. I'm just going to let things kind of settle down here for a minute, and then I'm going to let her rip on that predator call. And I got a wolf tag, I got a bear tag, There's mountain lions in this area, but I don't have a mountain lion tag, so that'll have to be self-defense. Alright, I'm just going to start here with maybe 5-6 minutes of a jackrabbit or cottontail rabbit in distress call. I'll probably also try some elk calf calls and stuff like that too. So I'm going to probably call for 5-6 minutes and then let it sit for 10-15 and then call again. So here we go. Well, it looks like the sun is going down on this hunt. Isaac left this afternoon, and Virgil and I have to leave in the morning. And it's been a really, really good hunt, despite the fact that we only got 1 bear out of 6 tags. I failed to get Isaac and Virgil a bear. We were faced with some pretty tough conditions that we were unable to overcome. And I think our strategy was good. There's one blunder that's my fault basically, and that is we didn't realize that we couldn't use the side-by-sides on the Forest Service roads in this area, and unfortunately that left us with one four-wheeler to run all these roads that I expected to put baits on. And so for some reason when I talked to the Forest Service and the Game and Fish Department, nobody mentioned that. I guess you have to ask the right specific questions, and so that we were limited into in the areas that we really wanted to go. But at any rate, we still had just a tremendously good time, and it's just beautiful country. We had great weather, and our strategy I think was good because last time we hunted the mountains, Virgil and I and my friend Dave, we were in Wyoming last August, and that there's a vlog on that too on this channel. If you want to watch that one, you should look for the Wyoming vlog from last August. We felt like that we baited before the season in that particular situation, and then once we finally got the bears coming, then they sort of settled down and went nocturnal on us. So our strategy here was to, we're baiting, the season's open, we're baiting, and as soon as a bear hits, we're going to jump on them and hang and hunt, and which is what we did. But we just didn't have very many bears that hit consistently. It was, as far as getting bears, it was tough. As far as just being a really enjoyable hunt, it was perfect. I mean, I just loved every minute of it, and I'm so grateful that I was able to stay here. I just really was afraid that I was just going to have to pack up and take all my stuff and go home, but my wife recovered, and her fever is down a little bit, and her oxygen levels are up, and she's getting better. Man, there was a really, really tough couple of days there, but I'm really glad that worked out. Before I leave you here, I just want to thank you for watching this. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel. It's just about everybody else that, I'm an outdoor writer. I've been a magazine writer for 30 years, and I'm trying to transition into other ways because my the magazine writing is really thinning out on me, and so I never really set out to be a YouTuber, but I started doing a little bit, and it's grown. I got 23,000 subscribers right now, and I'm starting to get a few companies that are interested in helping me out with what I do. And every time you hit a like on one of these videos, and if you're a subscriber, that helps. If you leave a comment below, and it could be good or bad, tell us what we did right, what we did wrong, what did you like about this video. series, and are there things you'd like to see more of? Those types of comments really help give the videos traction, and it helps the YouTube algorithm and more people see them and the channel grows. And then I'm able to work with more companies and give discounts on products and so forth, like the Tarnin clothing. I'll leave a discount code in the description below. If you're interested in buying some of this, you can get a discount on it by using this code that they gave me for my followers, and I've worked hard at trying to do more of that. So thanks a lot, and there's more videos coming. About 3 weeks I'm going to Maine on a bear hunt, and that'll be an interesting vlog too, I'm sure. The outfitter that I'm going with out there has been sending me pictures of some giant bears, and I'll show you a few of those here. He's got some big honking bears out there, and he's got me worked into a froth. Can't wait to get out there and experience hunting in Maine in the spring, which is something very few people get to do because Maine doesn't have a general spring bear season. You have to hunt with a tribal guide on tribal land, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So thanks a lot once again for following along, and we'll see you on the next video.